自愿忘记收起的奢华，却在今天醒了。路太远了，回不去的家，梦太真了，放也放不下。
Fanciful romantic music video, I believe, from China. A young woman writes and sends a letter to the USA, and we follow a CGI letter across the globe. The cinematography of the envelope's voyage is stunning as it crosses many different types of terrain. I love the simplicity of the letters she writes and the final message she gets back. The person is definitely thinking about her across the world. The vocals are lovely. The singer has such a sweet, mesmerizing voice. Very enjoyable.
I really loved the overall concept of the video and the integration of animation as well as the choice to use both black and white and color. I thought the visuals were really beautiful, especially a lot of the landscapes, and I think the filmmakers did a really great job of telling the story of the song through visuals only, especially for someone like me who didn't necessarily speak the language and couldn't understand a lot of what was being said. I thought the visuals did a great job of, keeping me understanding what was going on. And overall, I think it was really great and an interesting concept. So congratulations and good job.
I was struck by how the visual elements echoed the tone of the music, which I felt to be both romantic and classical. And I think that we start at a very personal moment of writing a letter, and then we are taken on a journey through the abstraction of this letter. Through animation, we're taken on a journey that spans time and that spans a relationship and that spans the globe. And the beautiful spaces that we see and the heartfelt emotions that are shared through these letters and that connection, I think, is truly romantic in its nature and fitting for this piece of music.
Very lovely music video. And I thought it was an interesting choice to not translate the lyrics, but translate the letters that were written. And I think that's done on purpose to show how letter writing and stuff like calligraphy is still a very big part of Chinese culture. It showed how all these distant relatives are keeping in touch. And since one of them was wearing a mask when opening it, you can tell that this was during COVID. I mean, letters probably became way more abundant during the pandemic. This video also reminded me of Spirited Away. For one, the piano accompaniment sounded a bit like the Spirited Away theme, and I also like the animation of the envelope that shows the journey it took to get to where it is. This is very touching, especially towards the end.
That was a beautiful story. The song, of course, I cannot fully understand the lyrics, but the way the visuals carry the story and the beauty of the song itself, you don't even need to have a grasp of the language to appreciate the beauty of the story of long-lasting and long-distance relationships that thrive and last despite the geographical differences and distances. They are still sustained through the written word, through music. It really is such a touching thing. And the music and the visuals come together here to tell a beautiful story that a person of any culture and any language can appreciate.
Oh, I loved this. This was so special. Wow. I really got so invested in the story. I really liked how they kind of had the animation of the envelopes and the mail floating through the air on top of, real aerial shots of different places around the world, which was really cool. And, it just makes me think of how incredible the mail system is, that somebody from the other side of the world can send a physical object to me and I can have it within days or weeks. It's just something that's hard to grasp. But, you know, you feel it when she's opening the mailbox every day and hoping to see something and there's nothing. And then at the end, when she opens it up and all of the mail comes flying at her, I smiled and I was like, oh, finally. But then, you know, there's that little twist at the end where we think that it's her letter's been returned to her, but there is that tiny little response at the bottom, which just makes it all worth it. So it was such a great adventure story and love story. It had so many elements and it was really, really special. I loved
really
it.
enjoyed it. You know, it is really nice to be doing something, especially now in this time, about human connection. And there's something very nice about showing people writing letters and going through the process of just writing with a pen and folding it and putting it in the mail. And then, you know, we had the wonderful animation showing the letter fly across the world and all this. But what you really get from watching this is this sense of longing, of yearning, with connection and using, you know, showing this analog approach, you know, to just handwriting letters was a very nice way. And it was all represented very well. And I loved all the animations and stuff that were used. The song was very beautiful. It was beautifully sung. The singer had a wonderful voice. Loved hearing it. It was wonderfully composed and beautifully played and beautifully produced. So altogether, this film and this song, this video altogether was a very nice presentation, a very nice, very beautiful message, and I really enjoyed it. And my best wishes to the team. I hope it gets out there and gets seen because it's really wonderful.